adjust this a little bit. Ooh. There we go. All right, how are we all doing? What are we working on here? I could do more work with the trees in the background, or I could start moving foreground. Maybe I'll just color up some of these trees and then move down. That way I'm not focusing all on one thing. It's a good starting point. Grab some water here. I hurt my hands at some point. Luckily it's not my dominant hand, but if you see me messing with it, that's why. It's because I got something going on in this hand here. Like I can't even remember what I did. I shoveled a tiny little bit and my hand hurts now for like 4 days, so if it keeps it up much longer, I'm gonna have to go in and get it checked out. But again, luckily it's not my left hand. So there were a few parts where I knew what I wanted to do. So I guess let's just hop right into that. And yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but hey Natalie, how's it going? Good afternoon. What you up to today? You know, I feel like you can't really see my face if I got my hat on, huh? And I got hat hair. Oh well, I'll deal with it. No real point in having the face cam if I'm gonna just hide my face, huh? Also, it's very bright in here because I have the blinds open, and I usually never do when I'm streaming. Let's just do this. I'm muted, right? Okay, good. Is my music too loud? Can you hear me okay? we don't often get like piano pieces. Usually it's some sort of techno, you know, lo-fi something. Oh, there it goes. It's a little more lo-fi-y now, but it was strictly piano a second ago. The funny part is if I had kept in theme like I was doing before and just left these all very muddled, very faint, no detail, kind of smudged with no real crazy colors, it just was all some flavor of pastel almost. I could have left it that and it would have worked because just the way things viewed at a distance work. But me wanting always to go for detail and try and strive for realism, I always do too much, it feels like. Hope my stream's working okay. She also could be doing stuff. Hey dealer, how's it going? You stopped by for one of my painting sessions, huh? It's I'm fine. I'm just chilling and doing some painting here before I gotta go outside and shovel. So this is an old painting I'm working on right now. It's an older one I started a year or two ago, and I'm just getting around to working on it again. Surprised you're not off in Destiny grinding. Oh, you haven't seen my... There used to be like a bragging part of the subreddit. Oh, you are? Okay. There used to be a bragging part of the subreddit where you could just post whatever, and it's not there anymore. But I just finished this other painting here. Let me show you. I have to run and get it. It's upstairs. So this is the one I just finished. And yeah, this was my second commission right here. Took me a while to do. So now that that's done, I'm back to painting whatever I was working on previously. How goes the Destiny grind? Let's see, where was I at? Right here. Damn, how many hours you put in at this point? That's crazy. I think I'm at, what am I at? 1775, I think. So I'm not too far behind, I guess, but the grind is real. How are you liking the changes they put in? Oh, jeez. I got like 11 hours of sleep. But that's for a good reason. I'm worried about my hand, so I was trying to... And I was almost sick yesterday. Like, for the first half of the campaign, I just felt like shit. I felt awful yesterday. Hey, Angel, how's it going? Oh, no, everyone's getting sick. The new mod changes. Yeah, we'll see once I get used to it a little more. It really is, isn't it? New strains of flu and COVID going around, so practice, take a lot of vitamin D and whatnot, and practice safe something or other. I say after going to the bar over the weekend, last weekend. Let's see, I want to do something here. I'm trying not to spend too much time on the upper area, you know, because it's far enough away that it doesn't have to be perfectly defined, and I feel like the more definition I do, the more it takes away from the foreground. Angel, I don't think you've met Dealer before. He's our primary PvP guy in Destiny. If you want to go to the lighthouse in Destiny, he's your guy. Oh, and our elect Scream and Dire in Phasmophobia now. You went in though. I'm not. You didn't seem scared at all by it, so that's pretty good. Oh yeah, Angel, thanks for the raid again yesterday. I feel like I was a little short with my attention after you raided me. I wasn't feeling my best, you know. Yeah, Dealer was Dealer, you were terrified in Faz? It didn't show. You did it pretty well. When you switched it to off push to talk, I was surprised because that just means the ghost's gonna come after you more. Depending on the ghost. But yeah, oof, yesterday I woke up and I felt okay, and then we started playing the campaign, and like immediately I started feeling sick, just like sweaty, dizzy, felt like throwing up, and I pushed through it a bit, and then when we came back I was feeling worse, and then I just pushed through that, and then I started feeling better at the end of it. Yeah, we finished it. We finished it not fast, but fairly quick. And John hated the ending. John hated it. I'm not going to do out any spoilers, but John was not a fan of the ending. I don't have a cough drop. My voice isn't that bad. I don't have a sore throat or coughing or anything like that, but I do have my tea, so. And I figure out, oh yeah, I'm also dealing with my hand. I got something going on with my hand. It feels like I bruised the bone or something. It's ridiculous. Like, I didn't even do anything crazy. Why? Getting old sucks. Now, I'm left-handed, remember? How fast did we do it? No, I wasn't. And then I waited a little bit. If you scroll down, Natalie, in the chat, it says, you know how I said I wasn't feeling sick? Well, actually, and Angel, you always forget I'm left-handed. My right hand's the one that's bothering me. Luckily. So, babying my right hand now. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it also wasn't like a respiratory thing either, so could be something totally different. Could be stomach flu, who knows. But either way, it was over in 6 hours, 7 hours, something like that. Oh, nice. What are you working on? More stuff for a stream or something different? Give me the deets. I want to know. More digital flowers. I think I finished one this morning. Nice. You love to see it. What are you going to use it for? Or is it just going into the box? Oh, thanks, Natalie. Yeah, me too. Now I just got to deal with my hand, whatever's going on with it. I've been icing it down for like 4 days, and maybe I'll try a really hot bath. Maybe that'll help. So it's loosely based on a photo. Here, I'll show you the reference. All of the trees are kind of... So this portion here is almost directly based off the photo. Except for all the reeds aren't like in alignment. They're just reeds I drew originally. But the birds and then the positioning of everything is based on a photo I took. And then up here, it's loosely based on the reference. And yeah, there's the reference photo there. But all the trees that I'm doing, I'm coming up with on my own. You should do a art box. Yeah, Potter's Marsh. That's awesome. I'm glad you were able to get that from the... Well, I guess you could get it from the photo now that I think about it. But yeah, it's Potter's Marsh. You should do a art box tour at some point. Like when you get a lot of them. Like I feel like doing that sometimes. But yeah. That's the best time, when you have plenty. Left-handed, do I left-handed mouse at PC? Nope. On my right hand here. I'm left-handed, but there's a lot of stuff I do right-handed. Like if I'm shooting a gun, I shoot right-handed. I play my bass right-handed. I don't use a left-handed keyboard or mouse or anything like that. What else? I don't know. It's a right-handed world, so I have to be semi-ambidextrous, you know? I can write and draw and paint right-handed too, but it looks awful. It looks terrible. Alright, I lost my place. Okay. But yeah, I think it would be pretty cool if you did an art tour at some point, and then long down the road do another one, like comparing. You know, if you keep up with it. I think you will keep up with it, just from what I know about you. So then do a revisiting tour. I think that'd be pretty cool. Okay, sounds good. I gotta warn you, I'm not up that early, and when I am, it's usually because I'm working. And then I'm at work. From my perspective, you stream so early, and I probably stream so late to you, so... Yeah, not too early for you, that's for sure. Yeah, me and my dad both are late night painters. Like if it's dark outside when I'm painting, I mean, it's obviously not right now because it's super bright out and snowing. Actually, it looks like it's settling down a little bit, which means I'll have to go shovel soon. I was yesterday, yeah, I was streaming at 8:30, but that's because, I mean, that was a release day. You gotta stream. You gotta stream early on release day. Everyone's already up and going. Thanks for hanging out like most of the day, by the way, Natalie. That was pretty cool. When I stream Destiny, a lot of people don't usually show up for that. And you both did, so I really appreciate that. That was awesome. Were you guys both here when my sister showed up in stream and like I got all flustered a little bit? And then I went and Orange Hat Lady, yeah, that's my big sis. That's my big sister. She likes her felt hats. Orange Hat Lady. Yeah, she's nice. I think so. I'm also her brother, though, so I gotta say that, right? Well, I don't have to, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you're probably right. I guess I should say that's my natural reaction. That's what I was doing. So this painting is going to be like crazy bright in comparison to the last couple paintings I've done. And then the painting after that I have planned is going to be like an Alaskan 5 a.m. summer day. So it'll be like, won't be bright, but definitely won't be dark either. Be a nice mid-level lightness and a lot of cool colors in the sky. Not even done with this, and I'm already teasing my next painting. Yeah, I hope it'll turn out good. It's that industrial one I was talking about. It's going to be an industrial setting, but at the same time, it's going to be like a pretty sky behind it, you know. So it's not just going to be concrete and stuff, but that'll be a large part of it. All right, let's move away from the trees for a little while. Oops. I went for yellow. That is not what I wanted. I hope I hit affiliate at some point, because I feel like it'd be really fun to make the emotes, you know, because it looks like you had fun with your emotes there, Angel. I don't know what I would do for emotes, but I think it would be cool to do. Just see what I come up with, you know. Let's do... Yeah, I stream... When I do stream, I usually stream, except I guess painting is like limited to like 3 hours, 30 minutes, you know. That's my longest painting stream. But when I'm playing games, I can go for... I mean, the longest I've gone was like 9 hours or more. I don't know. And thanks. Yeah, average stream and average like activity in the chat as well. But that needs to come before I get there. So we'll see. I don't know, my streams are usually either too crazy or so quiet. Like right now. I mean, you guys are all chatting and I appreciate it a ton. but at the same time, I'm a very quiet painter. Okay. Yeah. Reed's crazy. But like, when I got rated before, they came in and they were so high energy for me painting. And it was really comedic because they came in full of energy and I'm just like, hi there, welcome to my stream. I'm painting a cabin right now. But anyway. Yeah, that's definitely true. I should try and be a little more active on like the different channels. That makes a lot of sense. Let's get some zoom in action. Haven't really done that this painting yet. Let's move it down. Wondering if I should do some. Gotta get me to raid some people. Oh, I would like to, but I feel like, you know, I've only got 1 or 2 people in there at the end. You did mention before that that was okay. And, networking. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. Tell you what, if you guys stay until the end of this, I'll raid and we'll go check out somebody. And I'll get you guys to help me to pick out who we raid. See, before I raided the Artful Turkey, I believe that was his name. Yeah, Artful Turkey. And that was really fun. He was really cool about receiving a raid. And we chatted for a little bit, and that was pretty neat. That was my first time just like really randomly raiding somebody. It's funny how I look down and check on what the weather's doing. It just says winter weather. It's like, what can I tell you? It's winter. It's cold out. Check back in an hour and I'll tell you the same thing. So helpful. For sure. That's the proper way to enjoy my stream anyway. Either in the background or with some tea, you know? I'll need more tea here in a second myself. I think I might be coming on a little strong with this here in the middle, but maybe it'll settle down as I go. So what I needed was a brush in between these two brushes, because this one's a little too small and this one's a little too big. And I guess I'd rather have the reeds too small than too big, but when I have them too small like this, it makes the brown seem that much darker because it's just concentrated in one spot. So what do you got going on today, Natalie? Are you still around? Nice, nice. Oh yeah, how was Ronnie's? Did you end up going yesterday? I think I saw you did. I wanted to go, but I was I didn't have any plans, but if you guys randomly decided to go, I would probably join you. Kind of feel like above those should be almost gray. Miso sushi. Okay. I don't think I've eaten there before. Were you guys doing any Ferrandi stuff? Running with the reindeer or anything like that? The Furkini contest? So weird. It's like it goes from like green, orange, yellow, brown into like white and red brown, and then it just goes all orange at the top. And I'm not sure how to do the white, red, brown here and have it look okay. I've never really done the carnival. I have hung out downtown a little bit. Earlier Saturday. I could probably swing that if it's early on Saturday. I think I've only been to the Iditarod ceremony a couple times above like teenage years, you know. And I never did like the furkini stuff or anything like that. Yeah, I wasn't really carnival goer either, so yeah. So let's see here. I don't think I have a good brown for that. In fact, I know I don't. Like the closest thing would be this red. This red here, and that doesn't work. Iditarod ceremony starts at 10 on Saturday. Okay. Well, we have movie night Friday, so I can't guarantee I'll be up and moving about by then. I might be awake by then, but I might not be moving about by then. Also not sure what's on the list for movie night this month. They were talking about having me choose all the movies, and I'm like, but then we'd be choosing stuff that I like. And my movie choice list would be, I mean, there's stuff that I like that everyone likes, of course, but then like I would want to choose movies that I don't think people would normally choose. Yeah, yeah. So like, I don't know how many of these movies you'll get, but like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is one that I would want to watch. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. And then I had like Hackers, which was a late 80s, 90s, you know, hacker movie. You might not get that one. And then I think Wing Commander could be one, which is a spaceship, you know, sci-fi movie, aliens and fighter ships and jumping through wormholes and such. And then, Italian Job. Italian Job was pretty big. That was a pretty good movie. The newer one, not the old one. And then, what was the last one? Is that all of them? Yeah. The other part of my choices is I don't know if they would trigger any of the drinking rules. So it's, I mean, that's kind of why we play. That's kind of why we have movie night. It's for the drinking rules. So, oh no. That's okay. You don't gotta know them. Well, technically, we're only supposed to make one rule for whatever. Ooh, what if it was like anytime someone's like hacking or whatever at the computer, you know, like I'm going for the Gibson or whatever. I'm hacking the system. Anytime they terribly hack. Anytime they pretend to be a hacker, drink. And in Hackers we would die because that's the whole movie. Anytime you're like inputting code or anything like that. Anytime someone's hacking a computer on the TV. Ooh. If that was our drinking rules, I don't think I'd make it to Ferrandi at all. Would be dead. Oh good, it finally stopped snowing. I gotta go shovel after this. And then I'll do anything. I can do anything. Although I do have a to-do list that I came up with last night. So maybe not so much. Gotta do my taxes. I gotta make a portfolio of all my art. All sorts of stuff. Most of it to do with paperwork of some sort or another. I realized that I was going to enter that last painting I made, the Butcher Street painting. I was going to enter that into a contest, and then they were asking about very specific stuff that I couldn't really name to be part of that. I was like, well, I got to come up with all this stuff so I can, if I want to sign up for it later, I can. And I was really kind of too late to enter it. So, on the lookout for a new art, I guess, contest. I'm considering entering in this other one, but if I do, they buy the print for me, and it's only for originals. And I don't know a lot about it yet, but they'll only take originals entered in. And then if you win, they buy it from you, and then they use it to like tour with or something like that. Yeah. but I don't know what I would enter. I don't know what I would use to enter that. This will be interesting when I come back to do the shading. I think it'll make a lot of this pop so much more. What would be the rule for Italian and Job and Wing Commander? I don't know what I would use for a drinking rule for those two. Curious what that looks like from your guys' perspective. It's not bad. I think it'll settle down when I add the shading to that forward spot. Oh yeah, I'm working on a new woodworking project as well. Well, I'm working on like a few different woodworking projects. I'm really just waiting on, for all of these projects, I'm waiting on a joiner, which is the best way, in my opinion, to make sure all the wood that you're working with is level and equal to the other ones. I don't have a planer, but I can use my table saw for that. Get out of here, Fuzz. And so I've got my desk, which I've already got the wood for the desk set aside and cut to length. I just need to plane it down a little bit. Your internet is? Oh no. Yeah, my stream is actually excellent, so it must be on your end. Sorry to say. What internet do you have? Is it your internet or your phone? Because you're watching on your phone, right? Oh, come on, little Fuzz. Need wood project though. Yeah, I'm working on some new wood projects, woodworking projects, and I want to record some. It would be easy to do a YouTube video with them because it's not live, you know. But if I wanted to stream it, it would be way more hectic. Okay, if it was something little like wood carving or something like that, I could do that pretty easily, I think. But if I'm using power tools, there's no way to stream it without, you know, first off getting my stuff all dusty, and then being able to interact with chat would be almost non-existent. Especially, I mean, you can't be distracted when you're using power tools like that. Can't wait to be done with this one so I can print my my custom cards, and then I can hand them out to people. You guys want custom Max Thompson magic card? They wouldn't be official in any way, of course, but it'd be kind of fun to have, I feel like. Dust, man. I hate it. Oh no. That was way too much water.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh yeah, that was a 1 hour in stretch right there. Reminds me. Gotta drink my tea before it gets cold. Perfect temperature right now. It's good. It's good. Progress picture. How far have we gotten this stream? And when I add a lot more darkness to this front layer, that'll look a lot better. I'm pretty happy with how it looks right now, though. I may have to come back and get rid of that sunlight line in between the first and second layers, though. The back layer definitely has a sunlight line, but the front and the second not as much. And I'll have to come back through with some green too, I think. Not bad though, not bad. Let's maybe do some water here. Water shading. I'll do this upper water shading maybe. Let's see what it looks like. So I'm like 90% sure I was using this this brown. It's a bit much. That's a bit closer. Actually, even the darker one's working now that it's dried off a little bit. Yeah. I'll do it a bit here and try not to overdo it. I guess I gotta go this way since the top part is wet. Let's go sideways. Haven't done that in a while. I need new glasses. These ones are a bit scratched up. I'll probably get some this season though, while I'm working. All right. Oh, thanks, Angel. Welcome back. I'm just getting to the point where I'm starting to add some more shading and stuff to that upper layer. What I'm really hoping is that as I lay the shadowing on this front layer here, this layer will lay down a little bit, because right now it's a bit popping out more than I wanted it to. But as I get darker here, I think it'll pull away from that, and I think it might be perfect. So, that's my current thought process. Unfortunately, to do really good lines on this portion, I gotta go vertical with it. I wish I could do straight lines horizontally. My hand just doesn't work that way. Oh, I think you were away, but I missed the deadline for that art project for my last painting, unfortunately. They wanted a lot more information than I was expecting. And they wanted like a whole portfolio and everything, and that's not something I had ready. So now that's on the list. Yeah, it's all right though. I was in my head a little bit about it anyway, just because, well, it's something I had never done before. I fully intended to go forward with it, but again, I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared, which I know is my fault, but I intend on putting that stuff together this week, so that the next one that happens, I'll be able to just submit it normally. So I'd never had done any sort of, well, any art competition at all, really. But, or yeah, so I didn't know what what I needed. And it was like a high dollar amount. So I understand why they wanted like updates and written papers and grants and stuff. Yeah, I'll be ready. I'll be ready next time. There is another one coming up, but the difference about this one is it's a originals only kind of situation. So, and what happens if I win is they buy the original from me and then they tour with it, like an Art of Alaska situation. So I gotta choose a painting that I don't mind them taking the original for, which makes it hard because the ones I have, I would want to go to someone who would, really enjoy it. On the other hand, if I did win, which I probably wouldn't, I'm too new at the game, and these are legitimate. I mean, my dad is entering this competition, so yeah, an essay, and well, it makes sense in context because it's less of the painting part and more of a grant sponsoring an artist for painting, and then the painting is just like the main subject. Yeah, it makes sense. So I don't want to, I mean, I'm sure they help out a ton of people, so I'm not putting them on blast or anything like that. I just wasn't ready for it. I've never been good about that type of thing either. Paperwork was the worst part about being a pilot. Paperwork and written tests. That is not my forte. Then I met dudes who aced all the tests and then they couldn't fly the plane. There was a Chinese guy, that was his nationality. So this is from 2012 when I did my that's awesome. Congrats. Tell her I said congratulations. What kind of planes did she fly? So I've got how many hours do I have? I've got over 2,200 hours, which is pretty good. I would still be doing it if it worked. Ah, okay. Oh, they'll love to have her then. I got my pilot's license in 2005. I think I had just turned 17 when I got my pilot's license. And I didn't have my driver's license, so I had to get rides to my plane. I had to get my mom to drive me to my plane. I mean, the only reason I hadn't gotten my driver's license yet is because I was working so hard on my pilot's license. So I quickly got my driver's license after that. I was quite young, yeah. Oh yeah, the story though. So in 2012, I was getting my commercial, multi, and instrument ratings at a place called Shebley Aviation down in, I think it was in Lisburn, Arizona. And a Chinese guy came in, and he had aced his tests. It was great. But he didn't really speak English that well. And excuse me, I'll be right back. Something bothering me. Thank you. I gave away the secrets to mankind there, but I was muted for it, so you'll never know. Haha. No. Where'd I start at? So this guy from China was here in America doing his pilot's certificates, and he didn't speak any English. Thank you. I'll be here 3 times a week at least. Didn't speak any English and had never sat in a plane before, even though he had aced his tests, which you can do legally, technically. You can do this route and then go somewhere that offers like ground up training. But again, they kind of expect you to speak English. What do you think of that shadow work there? Does that look pretty good? They kind of expect you to speak English if you're going to a flight school in America. You kind of expect it, you know? So, we're sitting on the ground watching this pilot and instructor go by on a plane, and the instructor must have been freaking out and fumbling with the yoke, because every so often we would hear parts of their conversation on the radio, which we wouldn't hear unless he was pressing the button. And he was like, "Flare, flare, flare!" And a flare is when you're landing a plane and the nose comes up and you drop off all your lift, and that's how you touch the ground and land. he was just trying to land the plane like this. He was just going down like, oh, the wheels will take over at some point. And I watched this plane. The first time he went by, he just flew it into the ground, just went bonk like that, and just bounced it right off the runway and going bonk, 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 bonk. And then I think the instructor grabbed the throttle and the plane kept flying. The next time around, there's a reason I didn't become an instructor, and terrible students is it. That's why I didn't become an instructor. I was pretty damn good at flying, and I was like, no thanks. I mean, I was a pretty good student, and I got into a couple situations, which I can tell you about if you're interested in, but let me finish this story first. The next time the plane came around, he kind of had the idea of what a flare was, but he flared about 20 feet in the air, and you're really supposed to flare more like 5, 3.5, 2. As your wheels are touching, you're kind of flaring, and then the plane settles down. Now, the plane was like 20 feet off the ground when he flared, lost all lift, and just went boom. And the plane just came straight down from about 20 feet. And that went on 4 or 5 more times before I just left. I didn't want to see anymore, especially considering I was flying that plane later. And I can't remember if I ended up flying it or not. But yeah, that was very hard on the plane. Not the hardest landing I've ever seen on a plane. There were 2 worse than ones, but this was pretty bad. That poor little plane. It was like a 1978 Cessna 172, I think. That poor little thing. Let me finish the shading on this water here. I'm liking what it's looking like so far. Yeah. Yeah, that poor little guy. I've got a couple good stories from my time learning to fly. Scared of flying? Heights and flying is something I've never been scared of. Probably just because I grew up around it. I think one of my strengths is being pretty calm in kind of, crazy life situations. I mean, I once, not to toot my own horn or anything, I once saved a guy having a seizure in a pizza place. I was full in uniform, and one of the guys behind the counter just went down hard. And I looked around kind of for a second to see if anyone else would do anything. And no one did. And so I didn't ask. I just went behind the counter and took control of the situation and got a ambulance there and kind of held him down on his side. Made sure he didn't choke. For a stroke, or a seizure, I'm sorry. Seizure, not a stroke. I got my words mixed there. He was having a seizure on the ground. And you want to keep them kind of on their side and make sure they're not choking, make sure they're breathing. Don't let them bite you. Don't hold them down either. It's really just you're balancing them kind of semi on their side in the recovery position, and then you want to call the ambulance. That's kind of the main thing you want to do. You don't want to put metal in their mouth. Some people do that, and you're not supposed to, and I think that's what I did too. It's disappointingly, I think I did that. If you have like a wallet or a belt or a piece of leather or something that you can put in their mouth without, actually they might train not to do that anymore. That might be outdated. I need to double check. But at the time, what I was told was you're supposed to put your wallet in their mouth to make sure they don't bite their tongue off, because that's been known to happen apparently. And you don't put your fingers in there because they'll bite your fingers off. And that's the same reason why you don't want to put the spoon in and put a piece of metal in there or something like that. That's a no-no. And then just kind of help them through it until they're done shaking. And don't let them go anywhere, because they don't know what's going on at that point. And this guy it definitely happened. He after he stopped shaking, he was like, he tried to stand up first of all, and I was like, nah, you're not going anywhere. And then once we thought it was okay for him to stand up, it was once the ambulance was there and the paramedics had come in, we got him standing up, and he tried to walk away without us. He tried to, for stroke, I believe it's like identify first and then immediately call 911 and then have them lay down, because they're going to go out. And then beyond that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's much you can do for it. Oh, but yeah, we got him standing up, and he tried to walk away from the ambulance, from the paramedics. He didn't know where he was. He didn't know his name. And yeah, that was a strange tangent for I try to stay calm in tense situations. That was a long tangent. I do feel like everyone should have some level of first aid training, though. That is a belief I hold. Yeah. All right, let's check out how this shading looks. I'm really hoping this looks good, because I don't want to do too much on it. It has changed slightly. I believe they don't recommend CPR or mouth-to-mouth anymore. They do recommend CPR. They do not recommend mouth-to-mouth. I believe that's the case, unless you have one of those masks that you strap on, like it looks like it drops out of an airplane. Those plastic masks, I believe they suggest. There, what do you think of the shading on that back area there? It almost looks a little too dark, I think. It does? I appreciate that, Angel. Oh, by the way, when I'm done with this one, when I'm done with this painting specifically, I'm going to be making a series of magic cards. It's not anything official. That they're just off, bootleg magic cards that I'm going to be printing. And when I do that, wouldn't mind getting your address, and I'll send you a few of them if you want them. I don't know if you've ever had magic cards before. That they're just these little trading cards, and there's a few people I want to pass them out to that have said nice things about my stuff. So yeah, I'll it's way out. First I've got to finish this, and then I've got to do all the color correction and stuff, and then I have to talk to the printers about it to see if they can even do it. Previously they said they could, but that was January of 2021, so that was a couple years ago at this point, and I hope the plan is still good. Man, I can also almost bring the shadow up the plant a bit now that I'm looking at it. In fact, I think I have to. It's good for water shadow, but now I've got to do the plant shadow going up the root. Time is it? 1:45. I'm gauging how much time I have to stream based on what I want to do, and then how bright it is outside, because I still have to shovel, and that's going to take me a couple hours. All right, let's go in close here, and maybe snow doesn't wait, and the longer I let it wait, the worse it gets. Luckily, my cousin gave us a snow blower this year, so I don't have to do it all by hand anymore. I've shoveled every winter constantly since I was, 11, and I finally have a snowblower. Yeah, it keeps my arm in shape if my hand isn't, in pain, whatever's going on with it. My right hand is all annoyed with me for something. I still don't even know what I did. Yeah, it feels like I bruised my bone and tendon on my hand. That's what it feels like. Which is crazy, because when I played hockey the other day, this hand didn't hurt. It was my left hand that hurt. And then, I don't know, I did some shoveling. I mean, it wasn't easy shoveling, but it wasn't like crazy hard shoveling either. And now my right hand hurts. It's like, damn it, make up your mind. don't seem to bruise easily, even considering all the stuff I do that, like, you'd expect me to be bruised. You know, I play hockey, I do woodwork. I mean, I chop wood. If I'm chopping wood, I sometimes get, you know, pieces of wood that just pop out and hit me right in the leg, and I still don't bruise. But then whatever's going on here, there's no bruise, you know? It's not even swollen, not really. Yeah, no. So frustrating. I started thinking that it might be like carpal tunnel or something like that, which would be terrible. And I've thought I've been keeping pretty good care of my arms, but I guess we'll see. What do you think? Comparing the right? Oh, I feel it every day. I'm not 20 anymore. Which was funny because when I was 20, I was going through like knee and shoulder stuff, and I definitely felt old then too. So it's like I've felt old since I was 16. And then I had to deal with shin splints because I was fancied myself a long distance runner, and it got to the point where I couldn't run a mile without like icing down my ankles for a couple days. I didn't like running until I learned I was good at it. I'm a pretty good runner. And then, especially after I discovered wireless headphones. So once I got my first pair of wireless headphones, like, all right, going running, bye. I'm gonna ignore the world for, you know, an hour and a half or something like that. Goodbye. So lately I've been trying to keep up with it, just to stave off those I'm not in my 30s anymore, or not in my 20s. Funny slip. I'm not in my 20s anymore vibes. That, and I'm even more stationary through the winter, so I'm trying to counter some of that. I also, with my new setup, where I'm living now, came with a treadmill. So I took one of my spare TVs and put it right in front of the treadmill, so now I can catch up on my watch later list and do some jogging in the meantime. A couple days a week I've been setting aside an hour and a half at night to just jog. In fact, I got Penny Dreadful on the watch later list, so I'm gonna be hitting that at some point soon while I'm running. That was you recommended that one. Hey, as long as you're moving, you know. I personally believe that everyone should be lifting weights, though, even if it's not crazy amounts. I took care of my grandpa for a couple months, kind of near the end, and he lost all enthusiasm for anything really when it started getting hard for him to get out of the chair, you know. And so if everyone works on their leg strength, I feel like we would live a longer, happier life. So thinking about that, I started doing leg squats and stuff with weights. Nothing crazy, mind you. Yeah, so give me a non-spoiler intro to Penny Dreadful. I'm not sure what it is yet, but it's on the list, so it's gonna happen. Oh yeah, yoga is another thing. Oh, speaking of which, there's two things I do, because I've not been the happiest guy. Victorian monsters. Oh, okay. So I've never really been the happiest guy. Kind of moody, angsty, you know, emo a little bit. Self-doubt, you know, that kind of stuff. But whenever I really feel it happening in there, running, some weightlifting, and then yoga. And my body can move easier, and I've got less pressure going on against myself in my head, in my own head. And I do it to the point of, not to the point of exhaustion, but to the point where, you know, I feel pretty good about the time I put into it. They really are. They really are. Especially considering I was a really active kid growing up. And then, you know, I guess I was active at a couple of my jobs before my current one. But man, there were times in between where I would just sit around, you know, not really doing all that much. And I needed to, my body wasn't used to that. Because I grew up, you know, being outdoors half the time. Snowboarding, playing hockey, and all that jazz. So when I stopped, my body was like, what? So I shocked my body a little bit. That's yeah, yoga's pretty important. Even if you do some stretching, even if it's not yoga, you should do something, you know. Like, especially if you sit down a lot, it's like I'm starting to get tight, and I may do some yoga or very minimum stretching. It's like you can't see it, but right here, yeah. Oh wait, can you see it? Oh no, it's behind my head. Whoops. So right here, I've got a pull-up bar on chain that is put directly into the ceiling studs, and if I'm getting tight, I'll hang there, you know, weights by my arms and try and, you know, work out the tightness in my chest and back. It's also good for pull-ups. Yeah, the apparently, like, hanging by your arms is supposed to be really good for you. I don't know where I heard it, but I did hear it. Is that hearsay? I think by definition it is hearsay. But I've heard it and it sounds good, so. If I ever. Oh. That's true. Keyword if. Keyword. Or a gentleman. No, I prefer the ladies. You don't have to have the aura there. I prefer the ladies to the men. I don't think you can confuse a pull-up bar with a swing of adult, you know, persuasion. What's more, I'll impress him by how many pull-ups I can do. Which I need to get back into again. I used to be so good at doing pull-ups, funny enough. Before I was a pilot, I worked at the airport loading and unloading planes, and my shoulders and arms were in top shape. That was pretty great, actually. I had rock climbing muscles without actually ever touching a rock. Yeah, I've been very hard. That's funny that you mentioned that. That's how I got into yoga. Was my back was kind of destroyed from snow machining, hockey, loading and unloading planes, and that's how I found yoga. My back was killing me all the time. And someone suggested I do yoga, so I bought a mat and did it. How do you do yoga? Do you go to a class or do your own thing, private study, follow a YouTube video? What do you do? How do you like that? I've always been a little too lazy to go to a class, although my uncle recommended it. I might have tried it before, but at the time I was a little low on funds. Get out of the house. Very chill. Oh, that's good. Maybe one of these days I'll do it. I don't know what to wear though if I'm going to a yoga class. It's like I don't really have any yoga pants. I don't really have anything like that, I don't think. That are baggy enough or flexible enough to wear in a... I guess I could use just basketball shorts. I do have a couple pairs. of those. That's usually what I run in when I'm inside on the treadmill, at least. How'd this turn into like a health? Sweatpants with stretchy. I don't have sweatpants. Well, I've got pajama pants and they're well, no, I do have some athletic pants I could probably wear. That's true. Yeah, you're very, very right about that. I would have to worry about that. Well, hi, Veronica. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? You appreciating our painting tea and workout stream today? I'm pretty good. Pretty great, actually. Some leggings? Oh, I don't know how I'd pull off leggings. Go get myself some Lululemon. I had some of their stock at one point, but I don't think I've ever had any Lululemon gear. But yeah, Veronica, I'm doing pretty well. I'm working on this painting of a, believe it or not, it's a marsh near where I've grown up. And eventually I hope to make it into these little cards that I'm a fan of. But for now, we're just working on the background, and then I'm going to slowly move forward and see where it turns up. Sent me a whisper. How do I see that? Oh. I see. Well, I was looking at my that's funny. I was looking at my app, not the Twitch window, so I didn't know how to answer it. That's pretty funny. Oh, thank you, Veronica. That's nice of you. I've been working on this. I started it a couple years ago, and I was working on it the other day, but I got 2 commissions, so now that I've finished those commissions, I'm back to working on it again. And it's my first time doing real autumn colors, so this is all pretty new for me. But so far I think it's going pretty well. I was stuck on the background for a long time. I didn't really know what to do. Oh, thanks, Angel. But yeah, I was stuck on the background a long time and I didn't really know what to do. But after setting it aside for a while, I'm starting to get something figured out here. And I'm really hoping I don't spend 40 hours on it like I did the last painting. It ended up really... Oh, yeah, I'll show you... Oh, cool. What kind of painting do you do? What are you trying to get into? Yeah, I typically do watercolor. Angel's my hype man, so here, I'll show you my my last painting here. Since you've subscribed, I'll show you my last my commission here, and I just so happen to have it sitting next to me. So here's my oops. Here's the last painting I just finished a little bit ago. Angel with the hype train. Oh, cool. Ah, thank you. Yeah, the I don't usually use gouache. Is that how you say it? It sounds weird now that I say it. Gouache. Anyway, I don't typically do that because I don't like mixing transparent and opaque paints, so I mostly use just the powdered gouache. Gouache or gouache? Right. I actually have some in my I've got a little wood crafted actually, I'm going to show you because it's really cool. I bought it online. Let me show off this. And I wanted to make one of my own. Gouache. That sounds kind of close. So I'm going to get this out of the way because it cannot get damaged. And here's my spare art setup here. Let me see what's the best way to do this. So you got a nice wood box here. If you look in the mini camera focus there, with wood shelves and everything, and it's made to be stackable too, and it's got some nice joinery on the sides as well that I'm really a fan of. And then if we go into it, it doesn't have all of my watercolor stuff in it. I've got colored pencils and such, and it slides out just like that. And then what are you doing in there? All the different lead for drawing, and my favorite brand of pen right there, Pilot. It's not even because of the name, it's because I've had those forever and they never fail me. And then to end it, oh, pretty. Look at that. That's my the tube paint that I have, which is funny because I don't these are all a couple different types and brands of paints, so I'm not going to go into them. Obviously this is QOR, and I believe this is Artist Watercolor, M. Graham and Co. But that's not even the paint I use normally. See, that's more of my spare paints. This briefcase here is like my normal stuff, and same thing, like real nice wood craftsmanship, made in Italy. This was actually a present I got from my dad when I started. These are the paints I always use. So I use powdered Color Craft Brusho, and they're all powdered paint. And I've got the masking stuff here as well. I've only used that once or twice, but it's helpful. It's pretty helpful as an assist if you're doing layers of stuff. But yeah, it's the ones I always use. So if you see a painting by me, it's probably using these. And I think I have that in the description as well, talking about
the type of paint I use. Oh, yeah, and then I did a little, this is kind of funny, but I did a little astronaut, and I can put them in front of any like background. I'm just having fun with that one day. I was bored. All right, back to it. What a wide range of topics today. Everything from Destiny to working out to art supplies. Zoom back in. That's right, that's right. Brush brand, not specifically. Princeton is a good one I like. These, it's really just finding one that works for you. And currently the three that I use the most are Princeton, and then I have this one as well. Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Really, it's just going in and trying them out, see how they feel in your hand. But these are the four I use the most. The three newer ones are Princeton, and then the big one here, this round tip, unnamed dark horse here. I got that from my dad, hand me down. So it's been going for God knows how long. And I've got some other brushes too that were woefully. Yeah, Angel has her own channel. She's been doing lately. She's been doing medallions, and she was doing like moonscape with some bunnies in the foreground, and she's been doing digital art and stuff. Yeah, but you're an affiliate and I'm not. Oh, for sure, for sure. I'm going to keep going on this. Just because you have Twitch friends? Oh, okay. Oh, I think I'm all right. I'm getting better. I definitely am getting better. If you compare the ones I did, not so much that one, but those two, the ones I showed off before that I did in 2021, you can tell there's a different style to them, or maybe a progressed style, where it looks like I actually know what I'm doing a little more. Taking on those commissions was a huge leap for me, especially considering I wasn't sure if I could do them or not. It was right at the line of my skill range, I think. What do you think? Have you looked at all my stuff at all? Like just all the ones I've done that I've made prints of? I don't know how well you know them. I know you know the ones I've done recently, but in general. This isn't like a push to make you buy anything, but if you go to my page, my description, I have a Etsy store link there, and I've got I need to make a portfolio site and not direct you to Etsy, you know, because I feel like I'm trying to sell you something. But that's just what I have right now that displays all of them together. And I'm trying to determine which one I should submit to a contest that's going on. The one I mentioned before, where they buy the painting that wins and they tour with it. So I'm trying to determine which one. And I kind of wanted to do the snowshoe one with the mountain in the background, the monocolor one. But at the same time, I'm hesitant to do that one, even though I feel like it's one of my best ones. I'm really proud of that one. But yeah, I am looking for suggestions, which one I should enter into the contest. And I can't enter in... I don't know if I have links enabled. I don't think I do. If you sent that, maybe you didn't. I can't believe that's actually a name, though. That's pretty funny. Oh, this one? Well, it's not that I believe that it's unbelievable that it's your name. It's that it showed up in my chat and then freaked. It must have been, that must have freaked you out a bit. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's a little small. Because it's, what, like 7x9, something like that. It's like if I was submitting the one I thought would be most likely to win, I probably would have done the snowshoes, because I'm just, that's how pleased I was with how that painting turned out. And then I was considering just size, because I feel like bigger paintings are more impressive. And that's a constant thought I've had for a long time. It wasn't so much that I wanted to keep it. It was that, well, a couple different things. I wanted to make sure wherever it went, it had a, you know, someone that would appreciate it for what it is and what it means. And then I also want it to get safely in a good frame, and they have to know not to put it like in sunlight, to make sure it's not in direct sunlight. So it comes with stipulations, you know. And that's what I was trying to stress before when Natalie mentioned buying it. You know, I may have heard that before. Not often. I haven't heard that very often, but I have heard it before. And it's true, bigger isn't always better, even in this case, but if you see a larger painting with the same level of detail some of the smaller paintings have, that's impressive. At least to me. In fact, I find myself putting less detail in smaller ones because well, just because you need to for more context, I guess, unless it's all very distant, which I take that back. I guess my bigger ones aren't as detailed. Can I just take that, something like that, back mid-sentence? That's true. Men. Come on. I took it back. I thought about it for a second. I took it back. I just noticed something I should have been doing the whole time while doing these is I should have been sorting each of these bunches out, because that's the way it works in these marshes. The reeds kind of clump together in each of their own little groups, and I just noticed how easily I could have been doing that this whole time. Did the music get louder? Oh, it's just a loud song. Oh, I'm really liking the detail I got on this one here, this area. You just noticed? I usually do, funny enough. I don't always include it in the, like the BGM, you know, the background music. And it's usually fairly quiet. That's the whole point, is to not really notice it's there, you know. Here's my thought. Alright, I finished that area. What do you think? How's that looking compared to what I started with? Is it irrevocably damaged? Really? Oh yeah, that's right. You really liked the colors, didn't you? Are you an autumn person? It's coming along for sure. I can't wait to do that on this foreground because it looks so unfinished compared to the background now. Love the fall. Yeah, you don't really encounter that too much in you're in Texas, right? We got it all here. Go back and add more detail where? You're talking about this area here? Or do you mean the background. Everywhere. Yeah, I'm nowhere near done yet. Photorealism. Oh, whew. I do my best. I call my paintings fantasy-inspired photorealism, and so it doesn't have to be fully realistic. The colors are a little brighter than standard would be in real life, you know. And most of the perspective works, so I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I'm not going to go hard detail in the background because I feel like that takes away from... I mean, it's not really supposed to look like that so far away. You're not supposed to have all the detail. For instance, this foreground here with the bushes and the trees, I don't know if I'm going to do a lot to that because that's almost what it looks like in the photo. Well, here, I'll show you a comparison between my reference photo and this one. So if you look at the bushes on the right, it's very, you know, dry, almost dead wood there. That makes up, it might be, I might have to go darker with it. Then show some of the shadows in the background through a bit more, but it's not too far off from what's actually there, I think. But I'm slowly getting closer to it. All right, the sun's starting to go down here, so I think I might need to get out of here and go shovel for 2 hours. And then I might be back on later for either Hogwarts or Destiny. I'm not sure yet. But I'll be playing it by ear. We'll see what happens. You'll be in bed soon. Oh, I hope you have a good night's sleep. Oh, but I gotta find someone to raid, huh? Who am I gonna raid? Who should I look for? Let's see. Let's find a raid. Let's find someone to raid. Let's see. Do I have... I'm going to make a layer for it real quick so you can watch what I do. Warcraft. Was it a browser source? Nope, that's not what I want. I think it's this one. Shoot. That's what I get for doing it live. Screen share. Let's do this one, just to keep it simple. All right. Yeah, let's do another artist. I'm going to move my painting out of the way so nothing happens to it. Move all my water and stuff out of the way. All right, how should we do this? Browse art, yeah? Is there a specific
genre we should be looking for. A lot of these people, they have a ton of followers already. Traditional artist? Do I just search traditional art? Is that how that works? Traditional art right there. Oh wow, okay. Shark bait, ooh la la. Interesting, interesting. Okay. What do we got there? Crochet, wow. There's really something for everyone out here, isn't there? Oh, those are... Wait, is this all the live channels right now? Wait, how come mine doesn't show up then? Oh, I searched odd. I'm sorry. Oh, like this. Like that? Am I doing it weird? Am I messing it up? Go to browse. Okay. And art. Oh, and search tags. I see. There it is. Ah, see, I'm learning. I'm learning. You're teaching me things, Angel. Oh, this one showed up here too. Low to high. Turn 40. Wow, is he doing drawing there? Make some ducks. Ah, there I am. There I am, right there. You little dead little ghost. These are all really interesting. Ta-da! I figured it out. Japanese English with like drawing with a VTuber. That's interesting. I'm not really seeing any watercolor artists. They seem to be mostly acrylic or pen, pencil, digital art, a little bit. Oh wow, and that's all the traditional art that's on here, huh? Illustration, that's pen. Oh, okay. I hadn't even thought about that. All right, what do you think? What's looking good to you? I'm surprised that watercolor isn't right here. Potter's is the name of the marsh that I was painting. It was the subject, Potter's Marsh. Do some horror, practicing figures. The ducks seems to be watercolor. Surprise you. Well, let's refresh it. Let's see what kind of changes happened. I guess that didn't really change much, did it? Oh, a couple people went offline, it looks like. I was really lucky to stumble upon Artful Turkey before. He had... Actually, can we do this? Oh wow, that changed significantly.
What's he drawing there? That doesn't look like watercolor. It looks like pencil art. Oh, this guy's doing something. Yeah, yeah, Potter's Marsh. I really put that in there because that's what I would have put in my YouTube tag. Because I mean, it would make sense. It'd be around for longer. It's not a stream that someone's searching for, you know. So I probably didn't need to include that. What difference does it make if I search the other spelling? Watercolor. No one. Jeez. Let's see. What's another good search tag? It didn't seem like that was what was going on. Everyone's oh yeah, painting. Good call, good call. Oh wow. Wait, really? One viewer? Oh, this looks nice. It's oil painting. Painting models? Okay, I'm finding more and more here that I like. Oh, that's interesting. That acrylic painting down there. Oh, is he shooting in multiple spectrums? That's cool. 3D models, 3D art there. Oh, that's neat. I'm liking a lot of these. Right, right. That's really good. And both of these are good for, and only one viewer. Man, I can't choose. He's been streaming for, it doesn't say how long they've been streaming for. You like the mountains? All right, let's have a little bit of a Bob Ross situation here. Let's watch for a little bit.
On the stream, so that's cool.
Wow, I've been going for an hour. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna raid here. That sound good? Let's pull this over here, and I'm gonna maximize this one. And let's see. So I've only raided once before. No, I've raided twice, but I can't really raid channel. Pick a live channel to raid. All right, here we go. Happiest paints. All right. There we go. Oh, slash raid. Good. Quick chat. I'm gonna do that and not do this method. Raid. Oh, brackets. Gotcha. Did that work? You're with me as I'm trying to figure out how to how to do this. Oh, no brackets. Okay.
So yeah,
No matches.
this one's gonna be for MegaCon.
I'm doing it wrong. I'll figure it out later. No brackets. I tried and it still wasn't working, so I'm just gonna do it the way I know how, and then I'll come back and teach myself how to do it later. All right, here we go. Happiest paints. All right. I'll talk to you next time, Angel. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for everyone else that showed up. Thanks, Victoria, for the follow, and thanks for Natalie coming by as well. And we're going to join Happiest Paints here as he, Bob Ross style, paints these nice mountains and ocean. So I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
So I suspect, I mean, like, if something came up and I was just not able to get anything painted for MegaCon, or for, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't, not to say it wouldn't matter, because I always want to have paintings, but I have enough that I can bring with me that, you know, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But for you know, for MomoCon, because it's anime based and I have literally 0 anime paintings, we're gonna focus on that a little bit. I do not know what a raid is, but that's cool. This is me not knowing how Twitch works. You know, you're more than welcome to come and hang out. You know, absolutely. I gotta